Hi Alice, I'm back. How is your beautiful day going?
4 fucking months.
Sorry, I procrastinated in my procrastination time. Procrastinception.
Shut the up and make a video already.
No, I'm not dead. It's been a while since our last rodeo. Yeah, I take the blame for that one. But ever since I left, many things have been going on, and one of them, to my surprise, is another Roblox event. In this case, a Halloween-themed event. The idea, at least in my opinion, sounds kinda good.
Okay.
Although if we learned something from other 2024 Roblox events, is that a good theme may not translate into a good event. Either way, since I'm fresh as ever, and I really need to give any form of food to my starving audience I don't deserve at all, I decided to make a top 5 best and worst games that are included in this spooky Roblox event. Or that was the plan at first. My initial idea was to rank the top 5 best and worst games inside the Haunt event, but thing is, there's no point in playing any of the games included there, since all the prizes can be obtained by doing random ass chores in the lobby. Like just taking a fucking screenshot. Either that or... So instead of making a worthless ranking about games that are not mandatory to play, I decided to instead rank every Roblox event we had in 2024 so far. I'll probably update this video if more events come out. So, without further delay, cause this time I've been delaying enough already. Today I present you every Roblox 2024 event ranked.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my is ruined.
It seemed impossible to make a worse event than the games, especially one with such a cool theme as Halloween. But oh boy, they somehow done it. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating cause I'm still mad after figuring out how this event works, but it's my rankings. The Haunt is easily my pick for the worst event we had in 2024. And trust me, there was very tough competition for this spot of the ranking. Spoiler alert, but the event that got the crown of this ranking is only a 7 out of 10 event. Getting high in this list is not hard at all. But getting last, that's the hard thing to do in rankings about Roblox events. But after thinking about it, yeah, it deserves to be dead last. Cause at least in the rest of the events, as mediocre as they were, there was an event, the Haunt for some reason, decided to eliminate the challenges part.
Wait, so the Haunt is literally just a costume contest?
There's zero necessity to enter any of the games featured in the lobby. You get nothing.
You lose!
Or better said, we lose as a community.
Good day!
Easily exploitable children.
And before a bot comes here and tells me,
Whoa. You were always complaining about the challenges events like the Classic, or the Hunt, had.
the issue with the previous events wasn't the challenges inside the games. It was the mediocre challenges inside the games. If people were complaining about these, the solution wasn't to remove all the quests. Just force them to go through a quality control test in order to be approved.
Are you gonna use your game in the event to expose children to gambling?
No!
That way we get good challenges and quests to do. The Haunt basically just pulled the plug on us. There's no gameplay, just get your prize in 1 minute and leave.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
There are probably worse events in this list, but due to the massive disappointment this one gave me, since I expected it to be the perfection version of the previous events we had, and also how they literally just gave up on us, I am giving it the last spot of the list.
Life. There's Roblox.
To be fair, despite being so low in the ranking, this is probably the only event in the list whose mediocrity is understandable. Since this particular event was aimed for a certain group of people, and not just everyone. Inspire 2024 was a Roblox event that took place from August 5th to August 9th, 2024. Basically, when this was taking place, people were busy playing the game's quests, so of course it went out from the radar for most people. The goal of the event, as the title says, was to inspire future developers on creating for the Roblox platform, offering advice, and possibly not mentioning that beautiful and totally not abusive percentage of income Roblox will take from them. As an added note, inside the hub made to host this event, activities were made, and you had the chance to obtain 2 prizes from participating and doing some random note collecting chore. I'm pretty sure if I was a developer who hates money, this event would be way higher.
Hey guys, Builderman here. I just wanted to ask you to please stop f***ing off to Roblox.
But right now, I just can't put it as high as it is. Moving on.
This video will be deleted in 1 day, so please like—
Patrick, can you shut the f*** up?
Oh wow, another GameFam SpongeBob related content occupying the 3rd lowest spot in one of my rankings. I mean, the only reason this thing is not lower is because at least everyone could fully enjoy the experience, or at least, everything there was to enjoy in this thing. I'm not gonna waste us much time. Everyone knows why this is as low as it is. The game selection is having classic masterpieces such as or wait, what the f? Why is this modern piece of torture here? Or better said, why is this modern piece of torture with a SpongeBob skin being featured a 3rd time in a Roblox event? There's just no f***ing way they didn't know by now how much people like this thing. Where normal people see a nostalgic character from their childhood, Roblox players see a monster.
You need to kill your 3-year-old daughter. You need to do it. Kill her. Kill your daughter. Do it. For me, SpongeBob.
Alright, let's make it quick. The game selection is the company hosting this event is the prizes are pretty neat actually. At least if you like SpongeBob. Not wasting more time, moving on.
Yo, mom is so stupid. She tripped over the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Okay, so I have never experienced a Super Bowl since they don't happen where I live. I have absolutely no idea how important they actually are, or if they deserve a Roblox event. Still, since I don't care about it, instead of hating its existence, puts this event above the other ones by default. The game selection is awful again. You could say is never mind, we are gonna burn that meme at this rate. But yeah, is cancer. But at least there's one game in here I'd somewhat enjoy playing. SpongeBob Simulator is also here, so that kinda sucks. For some bizarre reason the prizes are pretty great. Seriously, I'd pay for that golden helmet. I don't know what else to mention. I barely remember playing this event. 3 out of 10.
My time has come. Whoever holds this long stick is gay.
What?
You were always my
As someone who really enjoys the Kung Fu Panda franchise, I was low-key looking forward to this event, since I was actually hyped for the Kung Fu Panda 4 movie. My friends and I even planned on going to the cinema the first day it came out, and well,
double disappointment.
Oh my god.
Let's just say 2024 is not a good year for Kung Fu Panda fans. The event is as dull, boring, and mainstream as the movie.
I am the Kung Fu Panda.
In this case, you don't even need to go to different games to play the event. It all takes place in one experience, and it could be done in less than an hour. It's kinda sad that an event which has no games, no effort put in it, and that is crystal clear, just an empty soulless collaboration made to get easy money, got so far in this ranking. But can't you blame me? I would take in a heartbeat an event with no games, than an event with a game selection like this. Also, since I'm a Kung Fu Panda fanatic, I really liked the prizes given here. Still, a boring, soulless, forgettable event, and yet, is still better than the movie.
challenge everything.
Out from every single event in this list, this may be the one I hated the most, and the only one I actually gave up on. Because after witnessing the game selection this event had, and seeing almost half of the games featured in my worst hunt games, I just closed the door and left. the games is most likely one of the most disappointing events we had this year, alongside this monstrosity. Okay, so, first of all, let's start with the elephant in the room. One thing every single event we have seen so far did decently, some of them even good, are the prizes. Well, the game's kills that strike, since for some reason, Roblox decided to make the prizes rethrow clothing. You know, because people really like rethrow. Okay, so the prizes are What else? The game selection is bad. Of course, since there are 50 games in here, the chances of having every single one of them to be cancer was way more unlikely. The only thing I can actually say it was good was the ending, since the 1x1x1x1x1 boss fight was low-key fun. And the reward given is the only good prize in this entire event. Seriously, this last part was the only thing which saved the games from becoming a D-tier event. Overall, I cannot bring myself to put it as low as the other small events, since its crystal clear effort was put in the games, but still, that doesn't change the fact that this event was a disappointment, and many of the issues it could have been avoided if Roblox listened to its community. Remember, just because it gets a high spot, doesn't mean is a good event. The next event is probably the one many have as their number one, and I completely understand why. While the Haunt was expected to be the biggest and coolest event of the year, surpassing everything that came before it, which, trust me, was not that hard. The Roblox Innovation Awards were exactly what people expected them to be. They didn't surpass, or failed, people's expectations. Everyone knew it was a voting ceremony, and we got what we expected. Of course, there's only one experience in here. And the prizes, even if not all of them are good, it had a couple of items which made worth it attending to this event. Unlike the Haunt, it's somewhat interesting seeing how developers manage to create better games each year, which makes the whole experience way more engaging, since I actually give a fuck about the results. What stops this event from going any higher is that this is just a voting ceremony. You just click your desired option and there you go. Event finished for you. Still, even if it's as small as it is, the Innovation Awards is one of the very few events which wasn't a disappointment in 2024. Let that one sink in.
Games.
So bad? No, it's too much. That's too much.
The following event is probably my favorite event we had this year so far. And it was also the first one we got. The Hunt was the first real event we got since 2020. In a time when events seemed to be a past thing, the ceremony came to show us that no, events were not gone. Okay, so, there are tons of things the Hunt did terrible. We all know that, the amount of games was too huge. 100 games is crazy. The only way you were completing this event 100% was by absolutely putting your mental and physical health on the line.
It wasn't worth it.
Also, even if there were pretty good games and pretty amazing challenges inside this event, the amount of crappy games that were also added in here was a crime worthy of a federal bureau investigation. But even so, I can't help but remember with joy this crazy event. It had the best prizes any event offered in 2024 in my opinion, and the Infinite Egg is easily my pick for the best prize in any event this year. Overall, it was definitely a pretty messy event with tons of issues. But still, I'd rather have another Hunt than another The Games. Or another The Haunt. Well, so here we are. The best Roblox 2024 event in my opinion. With a whole 7 out of 10. The Classic event is my pick for the best Roblox event we had this year. But even so, truth is this event is just fine in my opinion. and not a masterpiece on its field, like usually my #1 spots are. But well, in a field of small crops, the medium-sized one is the largest. Just like every single other event we have seen, it has a huge amount of issues. First of all, despite being called the classic event, almost any of the experiences featured in the event were classic.
If you hate
Classic.
Roblox and you think it's gotta be
No crossroads, no haunted mansion, no be a terrorist. Nothing. Don't get me wrong. Overall, I believe the selection of games we got for this event is most likely the best one we ever got, since there were no cheap cash grabs or time wasters. But still, just because the games are good doesn't mean they correctly fit within the theme this event was supposed to represent. Also, another thing that really bothered me about the classic event is the time. Not only we barely got a week to complete this event, but also, this event came out during the end of May. Like bro, 95% of teenagers and young adults, aka your audience, is busy doing tests and projects. And finally, the ending sucked so bad. The Hacker Man boss fight was lame as hell. There was no prize given for beating him. Just the chance to spend your money in some overpriced dumb pixelated item. And the credit finale. It truly felt like But even after all these problems, this event still gets the #1 of this ranking. The hub is the best one in any event this year by a long slide. As mentioned previously, despite not fitting at all, the game selection was the best one we ever got. The prizes, beside the last item, were pretty neat and cool. Overall, despite having many issues, the classic event is my pick for the best event we got in 2024. And with that, the video is over. I'm sorry to everyone who waited this long for any form of content. I was left completely exhausted after my last video. And I turned my back into other personal projects of mine I have with my friends. Like Anyways, for those wondering if my next video will come in 2024, yes it will. There's a huge video I've been working on since March, which I'll try to have ready as soon as possible. Well, I guess that's all for today, Bacon Men, Bacon Woman, good night. And happy Halloween!